Good morning, everybody. Whoever is, well, it's morning here in Los Angeles. I thought on my walk I would take a quick live and just felt inspired to come on and offer some comfort. With all the suffering that happens, or sometimes you may feel so alone, you feel like there's nobody there for you. And I know many, many times throughout my life, I had felt that, even though I have amazing friends, people. So for those that are joining, perhaps you're coming on to get some comfort. This is about affirming who you are as a person, gaining the confidence. Where in your life do people uplift you and affirm you? And I'm sorry, I'm wearing sunglasses. Where in your life do you get affirmation, validation for what you do and who you are? So many of us haven't received any emotional support from the people around us. Not because they're not good people, it's just they don't know how. So where do you get that affirmation? Where in your life does someone say to you, you are worthy, you are loved, you are wonderful? Habibi or Habibti, where in your life does someone hold you in comfort when you are feeling down and when you are feeling sad? Or where are those people to uplift you in celebration? So many of us are alone in that. And I often wonder, as a community, as wonderful as our Middle Eastern community is, and when we come together for varying celebrations, how often do we celebrate one another? Celebrate what we've, just celebrating their humanness and not even needing to accomplish anything or do anything. It's just celebrating being alive. And I think oftentimes we're so busy doing that we forget about being and staying present, and that you are whole just for who you are. And how do you affirm that for yourself and remember that? Because we are very hard on ourselves. And I don't think we affirm one another enough. So for anyone that decided to come on this live, and the message is for you. You are worthy. You are loved. You are okay, no matter who you are and what you're doing. There is so much negativity in our world. There's a constant pressure. And in this moment, there is no pressure. There's just you and these words to remind you that whatever it is you're doing, you are okay. And if there's times where you feel like you want to get better, you want to get up, have these words uplift you to say you can do it. You are not alone. And sometimes you have to dig real deep in you to uplift yourself. And it's hard. It's very, very hard. So this video is for you. This community is for you. Validate who you are. You are beautiful. You are accomplished. You are worthy. You are okay just as you are. So for those that are joining, I'm just offering affirmations. I'm just giving you words to uplift you and inshallah give you strength if you are feeling down. And give you courage if you want to take that risk and do something for you. That no matter where you are in life, sometimes we must be patient. Sometimes things take time to unfold. There's no rush. There's no hurry. Wherever you are in your life, you are okay. No matter what messages you may receive from your family, no matter what judgments or criticism, I'm here to support you and to say, do not allow that to affect you, or try not to allow it to affect you, and embrace your own wholeness. So if you're on here, this is meant for you. Just offering love, I wish I spoke Arabic well enough to give beautiful words, because we have such a lovely, beautiful language. to say, Hayuna Ma'bad, unity, courage, love, abundance, that this is for you, that this life is for you. But we are so entrenched in our negativity, in seeing things from a negative mindset. And here I'm hoping that you can find it within you. Yes, find it within you, especially during this time, to find strength, to not allow people or anyone or anything to tell you you are not worthy, because you are. Yeah, you may not be married. You may not have that degree yet. You may be starting that business. And so this is for you to remind yourself, slow down. When you're ready, it will come to you. If it's meant for you, it will come to you. But we're so busy looking at the future, we're staying away from the present of this beautiful moment and of this beautiful day. And so can you give yourself permission to be free from these, I always say, we always feel like we're imprisoned or we're in handcuffs, but the handcuffs are just paper mache. We can break them, but you have to break them with your mindset and taking care of your body. So for those of you that are on here, we are all together one. And we forget that, to uplift each other. So if you're going to a family gathering and someone's being negative, walk away from that negativity. You don't need that. Or remind them that, hey, we're not here to talk about each other. We're not here to gossip about each other. We're not here to put each other down. And there's going to be people in your life, the more you move forward, the more you achieve, the more you embrace the gifts that God has given us. Or if you don't believe in God, that's okay. You know, the universe, whatever abundance we have such a rich life that we can experience. And the more you embrace those gifts, people are going to want to bring you down. What did Khalil Gibran say, the author? He says, as one's gifts increase, his friends decrease. And that just means most people cannot handle your abundance. They cannot handle your goodness. They cannot handle the gifts, not because of you, but because of them. And that's where City Sunday last week, I talked about defense mechanisms and how when you're going forward, this is why self-awareness is so important, to really watch people, observe people. Don't absorb the negativity, because we're good at absorbing, because we're very sensitive people. We could pick up on things very quickly. That's one of our strengths, but it's also one of our challenges, because we're absorbing energy. This is where you observe people. And if you observe them long enough, and if you just stay quiet and listen, you're going to see they do a whole lot of projection onto you. A whole lot of projection. Their internal state is going to, I know this is kind of gross, but it's like emotionally vomiting all over you. And so this is where you don't have to allow them to do that. Give yourself permission to walk away. Give yourself permission to make an excuse. It doesn't have to be, you have to prove yourself. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. Your path is your path. And how do you embrace it in a way with grace and love and kindness and compassion, not only for others, but for you? So if you're on here, you're feeling lonely, you're feeling like there's nobody to uplift you, I hope you can hear my words. I hope you can tell yourself what I'm hopefully am giving to you. Because I know growing up, my parents were good people, but they did not know how to emotionally support. And many of your parents may not know how to emotionally support, not because they're bad people. They don't know how to do it. But can you do that for yourself? So there's times you may be feeling so low. What would you want someone to tell you? And many times it's, Habibi, Habibti, you got this. Nothing can bring you down. You are on your path. You're moving forward. Take it step by step. Do not be afraid. I am walking with you. You have overcome so much in life. You will overcome this too. Let's see, let me look at the comments. Do I speak Arabic? شوية. أنا ولدان وعايشة في أمريكا. So usually I have my assistant Mira here to help me with my Arabi, but I'm trying my best. Let's see. Please, about sensitive. I can't read that. Anybody else need some affirmation? Oh, thank you. I appreciate you saying my accent is good. Other people, when I first started my platform, they said I was annoying when I spoke Arabic. So I appreciate you saying that. But again, that's a projection. Here we're all coming together as Arab, and even if you speak Arabi or you don't speak Arabi, I know those of us that we're either not Arab enough for the Arab, we're not American enough for the American, and then it creates more divide. It creates when kulna wahad, but we don't see it that way. Many people don't see it that way, and this platform is for all of us to come together and share in our collective experiences, and even if they're unique. Yes, you are more than enough. Thank you for affirming that. You are more than enough. And you may have that auntie in the corner who's going to put you down, or that ammo, or bihko. It's just haki fadi. But yet when you're a kid, we hear it. It fills you. That haki fadi, that nonsense that they're just saying, sometimes it fills us with our own self-hate. It fills us with our own self-loathing. And this is where, as adults, we have to change that and shift that. And sometimes every day you may have to tell yourself you're okay. Not that you're great, not that you're azim or azima or whatever, but that you're okay. That getting through this life is hard. And many of you in different Arab countries, it's excruciating. This life is, I can't even imagine all the things you guys go through, okay? It's easy for me, look, in this beautiful park, Hayuni for Los Angeles, California, and this is why if I can offer this to you, then I will, because I can do that and uplift those who maybe can't uplift themselves. And that's what we have to do for each other, Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of the divide. I'm tired of this rich, beautiful culture that we have is just wrought with negativity when it doesn't have to be. And I know there are so many things that happen that are just awful, but how can we support one another and not negate each other's experiences? So I see that all the time in the comments here. Oh my gosh, I see it all the time. Well, that's not my experience. Well, just because it's not your experience doesn't mean it's not somebody else's. So if you ever come on my platform and you want to share your experience, it will be heard and affirmed. Because I'm not here to say your experience is right, wrong. What do I know? What do you know? What do we know about other people's path? Yet we are constantly projecting onto each other. If it's not my experience, then it should be, if it's not mine, then it's not yours either. That is nonsense. That's just nonsense. Let me see. Did I lose you guys? Let's see who else is on here. I'm just offering some love, because I felt like some people may come on here and just needed somebody to give them some uplifting your soul, uplifting your spirit, uplifting